Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is David Pinder. They also call me TipsWithDav, and I'm gonna jump in today's video. We are gonna talk about Systeme.io, specifically how I'm using the blog and the website. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is I've been on a journey with affiliate marketing, guys, that has been a mind-blowing journey for me personally. And one of the things that I recently learned when it comes to blogging, which I've always wanted to build a website and blog, but I wanted to keep things simple. Let me put it this way. You always need to have some kind of vision when it comes to a hub and so on and so forth. But when you don't have the right training, when you don't have the right guidance, when you don't have the right information, then it can become a little bit of a struggle. So in this video today, what I'm going to be doing, first and foremost, yes, it's a Wednesday, so I geek out on a Wednesday and I talk about the tools that I use, which is Systeme.io. We will get into more of that, but I also want to say in the description of this video, there will be a link to Master Affiliate Profits. And the reason why I'm saying that for you is because you can create a free account with Master Affiliate Profits and you can get access to specifically blogging training within that description. Okay. Now, obviously, it's going to give you tools and talk about WordPress and talk about blogging and everything else, which makes sense. I just did it a little differently because I already use Systeme.io as a tool. But at the end of the day, the training is still the same. The information that I took from there is still the same. The way I start to create my blogs is still the same. Okay, so make sure that you do check that out. So I'll leave a link to map in the description of this video, and I will leave a link to also Systeme.io. So let's just go into it. I use Systeme.io, as I mentioned, to create my entire blog website, and I'll share with you how it looks in a second, but I just want to cover the pricing. To do this, it's absolutely free to get started. Okay, you can create a website like this absolutely for free. You can see right here. If you scroll down, you can get access to also blogs and everything else. So that's one of the features that's available. Now, besides that, here's the sales funnel steps and everything else. It's got a really nice, but you can create this blog absolutely for free if you have the budget. Now, I'm only talking to the people over here who have the budget and can get started with the startup plan. I highly suggest to get started with the startup plan, specifically with the blog and the way I'm going to show you guys how to do it, because you can then put some automations and workflows into place, which is going to help you with your marketing long term. So we're not looking at this short term, we're looking at this long term. How much? What do I mean by invest a little bit of money? How much does it cost? $17 a month. If you go on it annually, it's going to cost you $170, guys. Less than $200 is the cheapest way that you can get started with affiliate marketing using Systeme.io. So highly recommend that. I'm going to leave the annual link in the description of this video, so in case you're interested. Let's jump into it. That was quickly the pricing. We'll sign in. I'm on the paid plan. In case you guys didn't know, I'm on the paid plan myself. I use Systeme.io for pretty much everything. And I'm going to show you, if you go to websites here, you can see that the first option available is blog. So we click over here and you can see that I created a blog. Now, just for example purposes, I'm going to tell you how do you create your first blog is basically a website. Now, I'm going to show you the website in the first place, and then you can make a decision whether this is something that you like. So the way that I've designed the website as a whole, first and foremost, and we'll get into the smaller details of it, but this is just how to create it, and I will take you step by step. This is not going to be the only video in terms of training with the website. There are things that are needed to say if you go on this path, and I am here to help any step of the way. Okay, so I created this in such a way that I had a very simple website created. It's modeled off an affiliate marketer that I personally like the way he's doing it, so I have followed along that way. So this is a free newsletter that they can get. Basically, it goes to a structure. I'll show you guys how it's set up, but this is where anybody who comes to my website, if they want to work with me, if they want to get in touch with me and get some advice and get on my newsletter and so on and so forth, then they can get access here. Now, just to let you know, what happens is when they set that email in, so when they enter their email address here in this, they get a campaign. And as you can see right here, there are a few campaigns available, right? So list building follow-up is here. It has 5 emails available in the campaign. I know I'm stuck, but I'm going to go continue because I want to show you guys this. It's just my laptop today is behaving this way. It's okay. We go on, we move on, and we start to get the best of what we're doing, right? So I have just 5 emails in that sequence, because when they finish the emails in the sequence, guess what? I have a workflow in place. So let me just put it this way, okay? I have one campaign in place, and then if you go right here to automations and you go to workflows, you'll see that I have one workflow, which is called blog workflow, in place. And right now it's a pretty simplistic workflow, but it can change over time because I can add more triggers, okay? So the trigger right now is that on the home page, which is what you guys saw, if somebody goes on to either this one right here, or they go scroll down and they have the same form right here, so it's on the top of the page and on the bottom of the page, they get access to my email campaign. So when they do, person clicks this, when they get access to, or when they subscribe to the blog at the home form, subscribe to the blog nurturing sequence, which means that they go through 5-day sequence of emails that I send them. Okay. From those 5 days, what happens is at the end, if they click and they're interested and they want to get access to free stuff, what they're going to be basically doing is that they'll get access to my affiliate marketing essentials follow-up campaign. That is it. I'm not complicating this process. I'm not spamming the people. I'm keeping it simple. If they click, okay, they're a little bit more interested. Let's give them a trickle of information about my affiliate marketing essentials course, which is a strategy that generates $300 to $500 every single month for me personally. So that is what they're getting. And then they get tagged. If they don't, then they get tagged as a no click or open on the blog. This is just an extra tag that I have. So this workflow in place, if you guys can see, has 2 tags, has a campaign, and has a workflow. So when you look at the pricing, in order for you guys to do this, you would definitely need to have a paid plan, just because of how I've set it up. Now it can change for everybody depending on what you want to achieve from the blog. Okay, this is what I personally wanted to achieve. If you just want them to go through a campaign, you can set them up as they just go for the campaign. Let me just go through the blog as a whole. So that is the 2 things right here. I added my picture over here. This section has my blog. So the latest blog posts that I have are all here. On this, I just wanted the last 3 to be visible. And then if you want to get access to me or work with me or get some tech support from me, you just click here and you get taken to a page which explains to you how you can get exactly those 3 things. Okay, so if you want to work with me, there are these 2 options. If you want my tech support with Systeme.io, this is how you get the access to me. Okay, so this way everything is in one place. Okay, so as you can see, Mondays to talk about the strategy, you're getting access to the strategy. I'm nurturing my leads, so I can easily promote this website everywhere. I have these videos that just show people about affiliate marketing essential strategy, about Systeme.io. I can also put some reviews on the different products and services I have, but I wanted to keep it generic on this one page so that people learn a little bit more about me and the way my target audience and the way I talk to struggling marketers. Because one thing is clear, I work with affiliate marketers who are struggling to break out of their shell and get those results that are needed, anywhere between the age group of 35 to 60 years. Okay, I'm not looking at younger people. I'm looking at people who are working, who have a budget, who want to have a side hustle, who understand that this world we live in is going in this direction. Okay, so this is the kind of audience that I'm personally working with, which means they're not 100% newbies, but they're just struggling. So we want to break them out of that mold and show them that it can be possible, just like it is for me. That is one thing that I'm just going to show you. This is the first page. Everything, by the way, this entire page is built with Systeme.io. It doesn't have the tag down here on the right hand side because I'm a paid member. So when you're a paid member, you can take out that tag. Okay. Then I have the about section. And in the about section, it just gives you an idea of who I am. I just did some AI art over here. I might change it in the future, but just to show you guys, this is my other dog, which I had before, and this is now Tori. So I have these dogs available. You can see everything that I do. I like running, and I live in the Tuscan countryside. So you can see a little bit of who I am. I talk about the skill sets, share a little bit about myself, basically. Then in this learn section right here on the top corner right here, you get tools. So if you want to see all the tools that I use, everything, this will be updated as fast as possible whenever I use different tools. All the tools that I use and I recommend are here. So for example, I use Systeme.io for pretty much everything. This is what I recommend. Funnel Freedom is an extra one that I recommend. I'm also an affiliate for Funnel Freedom, so I get 40% commission, so it makes sense for me to share it. But I also know how the back end of it. So it's a white label product based on Go High Level, affordable enough, and it has a lot of automations in case you want to have low ticket, high ticket, everything done. I'll share with you in a second why I'm talking about that. Okay. Then Aweber, this is a tool that I use for my email marketing, and lead lightning is one thing that I have had from the beginning of my journey. So I just added it here. It's a $7 product. I would recommend, if you have, it's better to go with Systeme.io or Funnel Freedom than Lead Lightning personally, but it's really up to you how you want to go. I just want to keep a full transparency here. Same thing is, I make these YouTube videos, I share these YouTube videos, I talk about the tools that I use in this with these YouTube videos, so I have them here. If I have any other tools, I'll add them, but I want to keep it very simple to the point. I am an affiliate for all of these. I do receive a small commission if anybody does join, okay? Just to let you guys know. And then in the learn section, you can go to my YouTube channel directly from my blog itself. So can you see that it is a constant cycle? It doesn't matter where I'm promoting, whether I'm promoting my blog or I'm promoting my YouTube channel, everything functions in such a way that I get views and visibility. And obviously, as an affiliate marketer, this is super, super important to grow your organic reach. So YouTube is there, and then you have programs. I'm going to click on programs to show you guys. I will always only put programs that I personally am involved in. So I have Master Affiliate Profits. You guys have seen updates from me. I do a monthly update on this channel. That's available there. It's a free account. I said that before. Also, you can create a free account if you want to learn more about blogging. So I have to recommend it because I personally am not only in it, but I believe in it so much that I feel like it's a necessity for me to share it with you guys. That's more than anything else, okay? And it's absolutely free, so it's risk-free for you guys to join. Then the OLSP system is another one that I personally use heavily and very good. That's why I have it there. And I have a third section here, which is the 72-hour challenge. Is also something that I personally own myself. I own the 72-hour challenge. I do not own the higher end products, but I become an affiliate for the higher end products using the affiliate links because I have the 72-hour challenge, and that includes Funnel Freedom, but it also includes Jonathan Montoya's other products. So he has Freedom Breakthrough. Freedom Breakthrough is a high ticket product, well, about $2,000 if I'm not mistaken, product that exists, and I get 40% commissions on that if I do sell it. So I'm an affiliate for tools. There's an element which has these challenges. Then there are lots of also other features that are available within Jonathan Montoya's ecosystem, as he calls it. This is something that I recommend because he is a person who has a vision, who has the products, not only to back it up, but who's working very ethically. So all of these three things, all of these three products are personally products that I believe in. I would recommend to anybody, even if I didn't own them. Jonathan Montoya's products, for example, I would recommend literally to anybody. And then you have the blog, which we're going to talk about. And as you can see, I have 6 articles live on the blog. All of them are SEO optimized. We're going to talk about that a second. I'm just going to show you. When I say SEO optimized, we're not talking about traffic results at the moment. I just want to share with you that you can see. Let me show you. Okay. So in the last 3 months, we'll just look at it 3 months as a whole. You can see I was getting I didn't create this. I didn't have this website 3 months ago. Okay. So we will just look at it in 3 months to show you. But since I got it optimized, you can see that now I start to get regular impressions to my pages. Am I getting click-throughs? Right now, I'm getting a less than 1% click-through rate. That's okay. I haven't yet done any promotion. SEO, when it comes to blogging, is a slow progress, okay? It's not something that happens overnight. You do need to do it consistently. And I'm going to be doing a blog a week. That's my aim. And I will share with you guys the strategy and everything else. So just to show you, we're not only talking about having the blog live through Systeme.io, but I'm also looking at it from an SEO perspective, which not a lot of people share. And that's what I want to cover, not in this video, but in future videos. Hopefully that overview was not too long. Let's jump into Systeme.io and share with you how to create this. So first and foremost, to create a blog in Systeme.io, you need to go to the section websites, blogs, and you'll be able to create one right here. When you click on create, you'll see that you have the option to first and foremost choose a domain. So if you have already your own domain set up, which you should have, if you have that, then you can click that domain here, and then you can name your blog whatever, okay? Really whatever. If you want it to be your main page of your website, then you keep this blank, which means you do not put any information here. You don't, like how I have affiliate marketing, you just keep it blank. You have different templates to choose from. Why would I suggest to choose a template? Simply because it gives you a good base, a base to start off everything, and you will understand the elements of a blog with it because you'll have the templates just in case, as a how do I put it, as a blocker, so that you learn from what it already, like all the settings that are already there, in case you don't do it. So that's what you need to do. And once you do, you basically create this page right here. And here you have a few things. Okay, so let's talk about this whole setup when it comes to a blog. One is you have the blog layout, as you can see right here. The other one is you have the blog setting. Okay, so we'll just talk about these three on the top here so that you understand. Blog layout. Blog layout takes you to the editor when you click on it, first and foremost, and it gives you how the blog is going to look. So which means you can edit only a few things here in the blog layout. Okay, the main blog content, if you delete this, means you will not have the blog content there. So this is going to be on each and every page of the blog. Hence I put this content here. How do you do that? Just come here and you can see the section blog here. Just take the blog and add it here. Honestly, that's it. I'm just going to give you an example. Okay, if you scroll, you drag and drop, guess what? Now I've added 2 blog content boxes. Now let's just go back because I don't want it to change it. So I hope this makes sense. And then you have form input, button, contacts, all of these kind of things that are available. I'm not going to go into all the details of the elements right here, but that are the top right here, the header, the main blog content, and what you can edit, I believe, is that, and then these sections right here. So as you can see, these components are components that are fixed. So once you edit this, it's going to be on all your pages. Okay, so that's one thing to pay attention to. Let's exit my page. That is the blog layout. Then you have blog settings. When you click on blog settings, as you can see right here, it's going to only show you the name of the blog, the domain, the link, the URL path basically, and then which language it is in. That's it. You shouldn't worry about these things. I'm just showing you guys how it is. Now imagine yourself as, okay, I'm going to be writing a blog now or blog post now. How do I want that post layout to be? This is something that you can look here. So when you click on just to basically post layout, it will now show you some elements which are going to stay the same. And trust me guys, spend a little time here so that you make your life easier, and in the future you just focus on the actual content that you're putting out and not all these small things. So what I did is simple. For example, I added blog post title, this is a placeholder. Okay, it's there, which means every time I create a blog and I write the name of the blog title, it automatically gets populated here. This image that I put an image, but this right here on the right hand side, which is basically a little bit about myself, and these elements right here, which is Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube, and even a banner, an HTML banner that I added here, is all part of the layout. Okay, so I have columns, I have it edited here, the blog content goes here. These are all placeholders, and then I have the categories right here, also placeholder. So you edit the features of these things. So you edit, for example, the font colors and anything, but they're just placeholders. Once you do this once, it is really good, because then after that you don't really have to think about it, and there are multiple elements on this page. Okay, so blog post is one of them, post title, then I have the post date, and then I have the post content. So once I have these things in place, it becomes super easy for me to do any editing at any point of time in the future. So I want you guys to understand that blog layout and blog posts are the things that are permanently there pretty much on every blog post, and they're not the pages. Then you have posts, pages, and categories. I suggest set up categories first, because this is your admin part. Okay, so every time I write a blog, let's say related to advertising, now it goes into this section of advertising, and I can create as many categories as I need. How do you create categories? Just go here, click on create, add the URL name, add the name, add the URL path, add the description, add the SEO title and SEO description. One thing I will say about Systeme.io blogs or websites is that you have the SEO element integrated, but it is not the best. Let me put it this way. It's not that it's not the best SEO elements, but it has a limited scope. Your promotion, and we'll talk about the distribution aspect of the blog on another day, but that is also a secondary. After you build it, it's really important to understand what's your strategy now moving forward to promote your blog, because at the end of the day, you want to promote your blog, get organic, not only with SEO, but to get organic people to come to your blog, visit your blog, and then get to know you, like you, trust you, and decide whether they want to get started or get on your email list, or it's a hub for a certain thing, or get a certain tool, maybe, who knows, right? So that's the purpose behind it. So categories. Pages are simply what you saw on my website. So for example, on the blog itself, pages are these right here: home page, about page, learn page, so on and so forth. These are the pages. And I also put the policy, privacy policy, cookie policy, terms and conditions, and earning disclaimers as separate pages itself. If you go to the blog here, you'll see that it has home page, post list page, which is basically a blog, right? So you will go to posts or see it on your blog, and you'll see a list of pages. Then I have terms and conditions, earning disclaimers, so on and so forth. Then I have another page for affiliate programs, another page for the tools, and another page for the about section. These are pages. These are where I'm writing the content itself. And just to give you an example, I'll go to the about section, click on it, so you see what is the same on this page is pretty much I added these pictures. I kept it really simple. I added some text, kept these elements right here, some pictures, added myself. Really simple. Don't have to complicate your life with this. The only thing after that is you have to go to settings right here, and in the settings of the page, that's where you want to make sure that this section, which is search engine optimization, is all done for. Okay. And I even said hide from search engines, which actually, why would I want to hide from search engines? So I'm gonna save it like that. Apparently I don't know why I did that. And then you have homepage. Yeah, so these are the pages, and then you have the actual post itself. This is where you're going to spend, I believe, the most amount of time. This is where I spend the most amount of time. So when you create a post, you click on create on the right hand side, and you'll see right here that you can do a few things. The first thing that you can do is the title. Now I always recommend having my post done on a Google Doc, and then I use that Google Doc, and then I add things here, okay, just to share it. Title needs to be SEO optimized. If you don't have it SEO optimized, that's fine. Make sure that in the future you create an SEO optimized title. Then this short description is a meta description. Again, it's related to SEO, so make sure that you have keywords and everything else. This is the URL of the page itself, so again, keywords are important here. Then this is the image that you see when somebody clicks on the post. So this is kind of the preview image, again, important to have. And then you can see right here, it says below categories that exist. So once you do everything, you create the categories, create the blog post, and then it will look something like this. Okay, so I'll just share with you the last one. Go here and I'll just go to settings, so you can see that there's a title, meta description. There is what is this, affiliate marketing 2025, I believe. Yeah, so you can see right here there is a URL path, and you can also schedule your blog once you create the post, and it has also the category. So that is what it will look like once you have your settings all live. Then if you go to the post itself, you'll see that you can start to edit certain elements. See, it will not even let you select, right, because this is already done on the post layout, not on the post layout, not on the post itself. Here I've just done a very simple thing, guys. If you follow this structure, it's going to help you a lot. Title, I add my video on top. I add a section of my content. So if somebody clicks anywhere over here, what are they doing? They're going to different sections of the page. It just makes it easier for people to read, and they can see the entire flow, add images, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through this entire process, but this is we'll talk about this another day. Okay, I just wanted to show you that this is the editor. The editor unfortunately doesn't have a whole chunk in section, so I would say spend the time, really spend the time to create one post, the most SEO optimized post possible. Make sure you add all the elements. So in terms of titles, headlines, text, content box, images, editing, so on and so forth. Just create one solid post. It's a drag and drop, right? Then once it's done, duplicate that page. The reason why I'm telling you this is because once you start to duplicate that page, you'll only edit the main things that are needed. First of all, you edit the post, you'll edit the pictures, but now you're replacing things on the page, and it'll become easier for you to manage long term. At the end of the day, we don't want to create more work for ourselves. We want to optimize it. So how do we do that? Spend the time with one, and then optimize the rest. And that's about it. Like, I don't want to go into more details. That's how you create your post. The next training on Systeme.io with regards to the website and everything else, I will cover purely SEO. I will cover how do you put it on Google and so on and so forth. Okay, how do you get your blog and website searchable? But this, what I'm sharing with you today, is so simple, and it can be done with Systeme.io absolutely for free. Or if you want to do the automations and everything else that I've shown you here, it took me about a week to create all of this. Okay, I took my own time because I wanted to understand things in a different way. But honestly, if you commit to it, you can create this the structure within a day itself, actually within a few hours if you have the clarity. Then the posts, that's going to take you the most amount of time. So we'll talk about how I do the posts and how I have it SEO formatted, how I use ChatGPT and AI prompts to create the best blog post possible, and then also the promotion strategy. We're going to break it all down. Today is an introduction. If you guys can see the passion that I'm working with at the moment, I hope that it resonates with you. And so in case that's how you feel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that next time I post a video on creating a blog using Systeme.io, you're updated on it. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. On Friday, I will be talking about the OLSP system, which is another backend product that I use, and it is one of the key foundations for my organic growth. Have a great day. Keep paving the way for your dreams to come true. I'm going to see you guys on Friday.